Hey everyone, welcome back to Sweetie High's Music Monday. I'm your host, Sienna Leone, and today I am so excited to say I'm joined by the extremely talented singer-songwriter Sam Fischer. Hey Sam, thank you for joining me.
What's up? I was like, wait, when do I come in? Okay, we're good. What's going on? How are you?
How are you? So good to see you. Long time no see.
You too. Oh my God, you were sitting there being like, are you gonna say anything? Or are you just gonna stare? Yeah, long time no see, but you're looking great. What's going on? How are you?
Likewise, where are we today? Are you on the road? Are you at home?
I just got back from LA. I'm in right now I'm in the basement of my mother-in-law's house in Virginia.
Okay.
And I'm preparing to go to London this Saturday. And yeah, so I'm on the East Coast. We had snow this morning. It's been wild. I don't know what my life is right now. I don't know where I'm based, but right
I
now I'm in
mean,
Virginia.
you stay booked and busy, but as I was saying before we started recording, I am loving I love you, please don't hate me. So major congratulations there. But I think last time we talked, I kind of told you I'm so obsessed with your voice and I've been a fan of you since this city. So when you look at that project to where you are now, I mean, I want you to kind of explain your journey in this music industry for those that may not be familiar with Sam Fisher's journey.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, my journey has been a mess. Like, this city came out in 2018 and no one cared about it until like the middle of 2019, and then people really cared about it from like 2020 through the pandemic. And it's been on like four different projects now. I think it was on like two or three EPs and then the album, being This City. And um it's kind of just like uh I don't know, my journey has been so weird. I've been through three different managers. I'm on my second label. My team is not the same as my day one team, and none of my journey has been romantic, but not everyone's journey is going to be the same. And I
Absolutely.
thought it was so amazing when Victoria Monet won Best New Artist. And I've worked with Victoria, and she's such a hard worker, such a beautiful light, such an incredible energy, and all the success that she has. I feel like the majority of the world um, feels like it's this overnight thing, or maybe it feels like when she started working with Ariana Grande was when she found like success, but she's been hustling for 15 years. Like,
Yeah.
she's 34, and
Yeah.
so for me, it took years and years and years to be considered an overnight sensation, which was fun. Um, but I am so proud of the music that is on this album. I'm proud of the new music that I'm writing now. I've got some really exciting collaborations coming, and I think uh, I've made some incredible friends in this industry. And the artists that I am friendly with, we all work together, and the writers I'm friendly with, we all work together. But I've had my fair share of uh, turnover in my team, and I think it's finding that right crowd to surround yourself with, that right circle, that can really like make or break you as an artist, as an entity in this industry. And this industry moves so quickly. And so I'm grateful to still be here, and I'm grateful people are still listening, and I'm grateful to have an album out. And we're not stopping, we're touring this year, and it's just been a mad one. And coming from Australia, moving to the US, and now about to move to the UK, nowhere's home, but at least we have the music to kind of take shelter in.
So I want to talk about your new projects because I love you. Please don't hate me. Such a beautiful project. I want you to kind of explain this one to us.
Yeah, thank you so much. I Love You, Please Don't Hate Me really is like a very self-reflective album. It's very internal. It's a lot of it's a lot of me. It's a lot of talking about my mental state, and it's not. And when I do say the you in there, it's more like me talking about the relationship I have with myself.
Mhm.
And so you could kind of put the album into two you could split it in two. There's the I love you, and then there's the please don't hate me. Um, and it's really just about like the state of my head over the last 4 or 5 years, and trying to make sense of where I'm at in love, in my personal relationships, in work, and uh with myself. So that's really is. I think there's something for everyone on the album. Um, and yeah, I don't know. What's cool about my music and my releases is the way the fans kind of take the songs and really like redefine the songs for me as well, because they say, oh, this is how I relate to it. I mean, for example, like, when This City came out, I wrote that in such a dark time, and it was like a cry for help for me, and so many people around the world were like, it's a love song. And like someone tweeted like, oh, I just want to be like slow dancing in my kitchen, making out with my partner while Sam Fisher's This City plays in the background. And I was like, why? So yeah, it's a sick body of work. It's like 15 of the best songs I've ever written, and everyone should listen to it.
Is there a favorite thing or another interesting fact that you could share about this album for your fans and viewers?
I thought it was done like a year and a half ago. And so I was sitting around trying to write music songs for other artists. I was like, we're good, we're done. And then I wrote Afterglow, and that ended up reshuffling the whole album. There's a song called Making of Me that was on it that will probably come out this year as well. And also I wrote an entirely different album that I presented to my label, and they were like, we love this, but this isn't you. And it was more of like a soul leaning kind of thing. And so this album kind of took many different forms, and you know, the reason that it took so long to come out is just because I had to replace some people in my team that were holding up the process. And it wasn't, you know, I didn't want it to take 5 years. I wanted to have my album come out when This City was a massive hit. That would have been a way better idea. But you know, sometimes life doesn't always go to plan. But yeah, so there were many different iterations. There were hundreds of songs written for the album. And I also started writing the album before I knew I was writing an album, because I thought I was just a writer. So, you know, there wasn't really any like directed intention when I was writing these songs. They kind of found themselves in a world, and I kind of like plucked them from all these different times of my life and put them together and made them make sense. So it just wasn't that like romantic process, and I think that's okay. But you see all these music documentaries, you know, from Ed Sheeran and Billy, and you see their processes, and you see the way that they've spent, you know, 3 months with this beautiful crew in this gorgeous house in Jamaica or whatever, and then they come back and they have this body of work, and they're also proud of it and whatever. And as much as I wanted that, yeah, mine couldn't have been further from that. There was no executive producer. There was no beautiful house in Jamaica. There was like 50 different people that worked on this album. So the fact that it has come together and feels cohesive as a project, I'm really proud of it. But yeah.
I couldn't stress enough. I mean, listen, it may have not been a beautiful process, but the beautiful work that came out of it, I cannot stress enough as a listener, someone that it touches so deeply. It's such a beautiful, beautiful album. Seriously.
No, I really appreciate it, and I hope that people keep listening to it, and it stands the test of time, you know.
You know, Sam, I also know you are an incredible writer. Like you briefly mentioned, you have written for a lot of people, a lot of artists that a lot of people do love, and some of the big artists in the world. So for those that may not be familiar, can you share some songs that you have and artists that you've worked with that maybe people don't know Sam Fischer wrote or collabed on?
Yeah. Definitely. I think the biggest surprise for a lot of people is it was actually the first song that I wrote for another artist really was a song called Confidently Lost for Sabrina Claudio.
I love the song.
right? It's a
I
sick song.
love that song.
And I like it was funny, like, so when that song came out, it was before Spotify was really crediting songwriters. And now you can go to the credits of the songs and you can figure out who wrote the songs. But our names weren't on it for so long, and so I would be in sessions and people would be like, "Oh, yo, let's do a joint like this Confidently Lost song," and I'd be like, "Guess what? I wrote it." But yeah, there was that song, and I also think another really cool song that I wrote was "Dose" for Sierra, which was wild, and I was like FaceTiming with Sierra, and she was like hanging out with Russell Wilson, and we were all talking about this song, and like, yeah, I don't know, that was pretty fun. I also wrote it with Dark Child, who like is a legend. Like when people hear "Say My Name" by Destiny's Child, Dark Child 99, that's Dark Child. So yeah,
So cool.
those two are pretty cool. But I've worked with some great artists, and yeah.
What else are you working on? What else should we be staying tuned for in the next coming months? Because you stay booked and busy. I do know that.
Yeah, I have a couple collabs up my sleeve that more will be revealed very soon. But let's put it this way: you're gonna be able to dance to it. And I'm also going on tour. I've announced my Europe and UK tour, and I'm gearing up to announce dates in Australia and the US, and so they will be announced very soon. But I am just trying to play as many shows as I can this year. I'm trying to write as many songs as I can for other artists, and I'm trying to just promote the living hell out of my album and focus on these collabs, and then I just need to figure out where I'm gonna live permanently, and once I have my own roof over my head, we'll be good. We'll be great.
Oh, we'll be good. But in the meantime, everyone, make sure you guys are going to stream this album, I Love You, Please Don't Hate Me. You will not want to miss this. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of work. I keep saying that. And make sure you guys are following Sam Fischer. It's just your name on social media channels, right, Sam?
It's just at Sam Fischer, and Fisher is Fischer. Don't forget it.
And today we will have the chance to hear an exclusive performance by Sam Fischer. Let's take a look.
Thought when I grew up I would be the same as the ones who gave me my last name. I would not give in, I would not partake in the same old drugs everyone else takes. I'm better than that, I'm better than that. I'm living my life so I go to heaven and never come back. But look where I'm at, look where I'm at. I'm living the life that I said I wouldn't and wanna go back. I used to call my mom every Sunday, so she knew her love wasn't far away. But now I'm all messed up out in LA, cause I care more about what other people say. I used to not take chances with God's name, but it's been so long since I last prayed. And now I'm all messed up and my heart's changed, cause I care more about what other people say. Yeah, 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 cause I care more about. I wish I could shelter the boy I knew from the constant hell I put him through. Cause I'm all grown up and I'm black and blue. I could use some tape, I could use some glue. I'm better than that, I'm better than that. I should be living my life so I go to heaven and never come back. Yeah, I used to call my mom every Sunday, so she knew her love wasn't far away. But now I'm all messed up out in LA, cause I care more about what other people say. I used to not take chances with God's name, but it's been so long since I last prayed. And now I'm all messed up and my heart's changed, I care more about what other people say, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I care more about. Thought when I grew up I would be the same as the ones who gave me my last name. No, I used to call my mom every Sunday, so she knew her love wasn't far away. But now I'm all messed up out in LA, 'cause I care more about what other people say. I used to not take chances with God's name, but it's been so long since I last prayed. And now I'm all messed up and my heart's changed, 'cause I care more about what other people say, yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause I care more about what other people say.